Shab'kaar went ahead and made a couple attacks with his great axe. It didn't deal too much damage. Kane, I am going to say that at this point you are going to start waking up slightly, so I'm going to give you vision. Just a second ago, and it's probably the thing that stirred you awake, your arm was cut open just a second ago, so you did take like 5 points of damage. So you're going to be at 55 out of 60.
Right.
Not your entire arm, kind of like your wrist, forearm. It was cut open so that the cultists could use your blood. And you should be able to see what's immediately next to you now.
He's also probably awake from the thunder waves I've been doing.
Yeah, so kind of all this stuff happening around you. Your hands and your feet are bound, not to each other, not like a hog tie, but your feet are tied together and your hands are tied together. And your arm was just recently slashed and your blood has spilled out onto this altar. And now, as you're kind of just barely waking up, you can see yourself laying down, bound on this altar. You can see these figures standing right in front of you, as well as this arcane circle drawn on the ground that is glowing. It appears to be the only thing illuminating this space that you are in currently. At this point, we are still in Shab'kaar's turn. You used your action to go ahead and make those 2 attacks. If you would like, though, you can go ahead and move.
I don't want to make.
You just want to stick there?
Yes.
Very well. Following that, so Cazarosta, on this cultist's last turn, he did cast a spell, Hold Person, which is now holding you in place.
Yes.
And that is a concentration spell. You can go ahead. We passed your last turn in the initiative. It was actually right after his turn. So you can make a retroactive wisdom save from the end of your previous turn that you didn't get to act on to see if you can overcome that Hold Person effect. Alright, unfortunately... No, wait, actually, that is going to be enough. So, last round was when you were able to shake off that Hold Person spell, but it was at the end of your turn, so you do not get to act after that. We go through the whole initiative, and we come back to this fanatic, the one who had cast it on you in the first place. And they are going to reach out at you with their palm extended, carrying some sort of magical effect that they're going to try and inflict upon you. With that 19, although you are no longer held in place, they are able to overcome your AC of 13 with their melee spell attack as they deliver an Inflict Wounds spell upon you.
Oh no.
That's going to be 12 points of damage as the necrotic energy surges through your whole body. Your flesh weakens. Your bones become brittle. Your face becomes more and more gaunt as the terrible spell damages you. And then that cultist is going to go ahead and step out of your range, which means you can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
I will do that.
Nice, that definitely hits for 7 points of piercing damage. You stab into his thigh as he steps away from you. Ah! He grunts. Following that, it will be your turn, Cazarosta.
Ooh, nice. I will stab this guy in front of me now.
The one standing right next to you?
Yep.
Nice. Got a critical hit. So I'm going to take that D8 plus 2 plus another 8. So you deal 18 points of damage stabbing in to this brute cultist standing right next to you. You just stab up through their chest, probably through the flesh of their neck, avoiding their armor and piercing all the way through their flesh, actually out the other side.
Oh, I kill him?
No, they are still standing, but you dealt this significant damage here. You do have your movement and a bonus action if you have anything you'd like to pull out. Would you like to move or would you like to stay right there?
Yeah, I'll stay right here.
Very well. Following that, it is going to be this same one you just damaged. They're going to go ahead and take a swing at you with their mace. So you stab through the flesh of their neck. Withdraw. They take a broad swing at you, and you're able to just step out of the way. The darkness does appear to be interfering with their perceptions quite a bit. You manage to avoid that strike, and then I suppose they're going to step away as well, but because you did use your reaction for this initiative order to hit that other cultist, you're not going to be able to get that attack of opportunity. Following that, it's going to be this cultist over here on the other side of the circle. This is the one that's still chanting. As he does this chanting, you can see the magical energies of the circle on the floor kind of vibrating, growing, and weakening in tune with the chants. This is also something you can see, Kane. They're not going to move from that spot. They're just going to keep chanting, channeling the magical energy for whatever dark ritual they are performing. That is going to be the end of the initiative, which brings it... We're actually going to give Kane now. You can go ahead and roll initiative.
No.
To see where you're going to fit into this order.
I rolled a 9.
Alright, so Kane gets that 9 initiative. Puts you pretty squarely in the center of the action, maybe a little on the latter half. Following that, we are going to go back to the top of the initiative, which is going to make it Fozzee's turn.
Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is... I'm just going to move all the way back.
Alright, that cultist is going to get a swipe at you with their dagger as you move out of their range.
Can I use that as a disengage?
Oh yeah, you have your Goblin Cunning action. So you are able to use your bonus action to disengage, and you run back out of the way. You move so quickly that the cultist doesn't even realize before it's too late, and you're out of the way.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just Eldritch Blast just straight at him.
Excellent choice. Go ahead and roll for those. Ooh.
Okay. And...
So your first Eldritch Blast, it's just going to arc down in front of you and shoot right down into the ground. Kind of just like 5 feet away from you. But the second one shoots out of your hand, arcs across the space, and hits the cultist very squarely. You deal 9 points of force damage, and he's knocked back. He takes a couple steps back from the impact.
Okay.
And then you have 5 feet of movement left.
Okay, and then as my movement, I'm just going to go into this doorway.
And that doorway was completely destroyed, as well as the bars on either side of it were all completely destroyed by Cazarosta's Shatter spell. So that whole space that you're in, about like all that, there's basically nothing there except for destroyed metal scraps on the ground.
Okay. Oh wait, what's my initiative for my berry?
They can go right after you, so you can go ahead and do something with them.
I'm just going to move them there.
Very good.
And then shoot.
Nice. Go ahead and roll the hit for that.
Shoot bad man with arrow.
That's the entire point of the game. It's going to be +6 with her short bow.
Okay.
So you get an 11. The little tiny needle-like arrow just shoots very narrowly through the air. It kind of falls short almost. Falls down into the ground next to him. He doesn't even realize. She's about a foot tall, I guess. She's like a foot tall. That's not very tall. She's like a foot tall. It's not as small as a fairy, but it's like very small. And then, can she... No, okay, going invisible is an action for her. So she's no longer invisible. She shoots that little needle-sized arrow into the ground, but the cultist doesn't even notice. And so it is now that same cultist's turn that you attacked with your Eldritch Blast and with your Sprite. As you run away to that side of this underground cult hideout, that cultist is going to disregard you, and it's going to turn around, bringing its attention back to Shab'kaar. And so, Shab'kaar, those last couple strikes you made last session, you made those as a reckless attack, which is going to give this cultist advantage on its next attack against you. It's going to hold its palm out as it utters something in a dark language. And necrotic energy begins to surge around his hand as he reaches out to try and hit you with it. And he does get advantage with this attack, since you had your reckless attack last turn. Ooh. Yeah, that 18 is going to defeat your AC of 15. He delivers that touch attack very cleanly as the necrotic energy surges through your body. You take 15 points of necrotic damage as the magic weakens your entire body. Probably a few scales on your face, on your hands, on your legs begin to molt and die and fall off your body as you take those 15 points. And you have, as a raging barbarian, you do have resistance against mundane bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
Yes.
So unless you have something else that gives you resistance against necrotic damage, it will be that full 15. So that terrible spell racks your life energy, terrorizing you down to the bone, to your soul. You take that 15 points of damage, and that cultist, I suppose, is going to go ahead and depart your reach, heading over towards where Fozzee is, but that will give you an attack of opportunity against them before they leave your reach if you would like to.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
You are going to hit with that 13, however. Go ahead and roll for damage. So he delivers that touch spell attack, and as he begins to step out of your space, you deliver a clean slash across his chest with your great axe. Have you been adding your damage to the... You get +3 from your strength, but then you get an extra +2 because of your rage. Have you been adding that?
No, let me see here. I don't think... let me see here. Rage description.
Yeah, you do.
No. Rage... Strength checks and saving throws, not attacks.
You get advantage on those, but you also get +2 melee damage with strength weapons. So I'm gonna give you that +2 for this, which makes it a 10 instead of an 8, and then I'll also give you retroactively 4 points of damage for those 2 attacks that you made the last session. So it's 10 for this one. That makes it... So you deal 10 points with your great axe slash as he moves your engagement up towards where Fozzee tried to escape to. And he's going to move right into your reach, Fozzee. And you can see that gash across his chest through his armor that Shab'kaar just dealt. Following that, it will be this cultist's turn, the one standing right next to you, Shab'kaar. They are just going to go right ahead and make an attack with their mace. Okay, that is going... Oh, they get advantage because it's still since your last turn.
Yes.
Okay, they are going to hit with that one.
Oh, good.
But you do have resistance versus their damage type. They're just dealing mundane bludgeoning damage. You're going to take 3 points of damage from that blow.
Okay.
And they will get... They have multi-attack, actually. Forgot to roll that against Cazarosta. But they are going to hit with their second attack as well. And that's going to be 3 more points of damage. So 6 damage total on this turn.
Okay.
He hits you into the chest, and then he swings it around and hits you in your shoulder. Your seething rage helps you to shrug off. Your adrenaline shrugs off that damage. And then they are going to go ahead and step out of your range and move over next to Winterwood the Sprite there. And then it will be your turn, Shab'kaar.
Okay. I'll follow him and attack him.
Very good. Go
Once
ahead and
again,
make your attack
recklessly.
rolls. Recklessly. Very good.
Okay. Yeah, recklessly. Use my buff seconds on him. Okay.
Nice. But you want to roll your second attack roll just in case you do get a critical.
Okay.
Nice. You would have hit with either of those. You can go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay.
Nice. You deal
And my second
16 points of damage with your first great axe slash, bringing it down overhead, straight through their armor into their shoulder. A large, cleaving gash. And you can go ahead and make your second attack
Okay.
with that advantage. Nice. You do hit with that 25. You can go ahead and roll for damage. You're going to deal 7 more points of damage. This time, they're able to slightly block your strike with their shield, but you still slash across their torso. And then you have... That was only about 10 feet that you moved there, so you can go ahead and use more of your movement if you would like, or if you would just like to stay in place.
I want to stay in place.
Very good. Following that, it is going to be this first cultist here, the one that cast Hold Person, and then the one that delivered that Inflict Wounds. He is going to point at his ally, this other cultist, and he's going to say something in terrifying, dark language. And he's going to cast some spell upon his ally there that appears as a shimmering, though transparent, field of force around him. And then he's going to turn back to you, Kaz, and he's going to chant something else in that dark language. And you are going to make a dexterity saving throw as fire begins to manifest over your head. You roll a 9, meaning you fail. The fire falls down upon you and deals 1 point of damage. The embers just barely strike against you. Although you were not able to dodge out of the way, he did not conjure a very powerful flame in this instance, so you only take that 1 point of damage. Following that, it is going to be Kane's turn. On the altar there, bound, your legs and your arms, your wrists and your ankles.
Is the room really just that dark, or my eyes have not, like... Oh, yeah, I don't have dark vision.
The only light is coming from the glowing circle on the ground.
So, there's a person here, right? That's a person.
Yeah, there's a cultist chanting right in front of you with their back turned away from you.
Alright. Is trying to get out of these restraints in action?
Yeah, you'd have to make a sleight of hand check or a kind of a strength athletics check to break them or to slip out of them.
Get a sleight of hand check then.
Alright, you can go ahead and make that.
How, 15?
Yeah, with that 15, with a few seconds of struggling, you are able to slip your talons out of the bindings as well as your wrists, but that is going to be your action for this turn. However, I suppose you could go ahead and make your movement if you would like to.
You know what? I'll stay laying down. I'll act like my arms are still bound.
Yeah.
Just to throw off the...
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so they basically have no idea, since you are over there in the dark, they have no idea that you have freed yourself or that you're even awake at this point. So you're going to continue stealthily lying there until you get your chance to strike. Very nice. Following that, it will be Cazarosta's turn.
Alright, I will... If I attack from the darkness, would it be at disadvantage or no, since I technically can see him from the darkness?
He would not be able to see you coming from the darkness, but you would be able to see him since he is illuminated by the gentle glow of that circle. You charge into the darkness. Well, you can make an attack with advantage. And you definitely hit with that 22. He's looking into the darkness for you, but does not see you as you pop out and stab through his shoulder once again with that rapier, dealing 8 points of damage.
Yeah, that's basically it for my turn. Actually, well, yeah. I'll heal myself and heal the other guy. Actually, if there are no other other creatures, can I choose to heal myself multiple times or just...
You would not be able to heal yourself multiple times, but I will tell you that Shab'kaar is within... Oh, you can't see them, though. So it'll just be healing yourself and Kane for whatever you rolled.
Yep.
Would you like to do that? All right.
Yep.
You heal yourself for 5 points, as well as Kane for 5 points.
Oh, really?
So that small cut on your arm that was letting your blood out onto the altar and onto the summoning circle heals over. It cauterizes as you hear Cazarosta strum his lute and say the magic words. And that heals 5 points for Cazarosta as well.
Cool.
Very nice. Following that, it's going to be this cultist's turn, the one you just attacked, Kaz. Since you are hiding there in the darkness, they're going to attack with disadvantage.
Oh, wow.
All right. They are still going to beat your AC of 13, however. They smack into the side of your head with their mace for 7 points of damage.
Oh, sucky.
And they do have multi-attack, so they're going to get their second attack again with disadvantage.
Okay.
This time you are able to step out of the way, deeper into the darkness, and their swing goes broad with that 9.
Is this guy low yet?
Yeah, he seems pretty damaged. He's taken a piercing rapier stab through both sides of the tendons in his neck, kind of the muscles. Not like his neck, actually, but like the muscles coming out of each side on his shoulders. He's taken a stab completely through those muscles, and you can see them bleeding pretty bad. This cultist over next to Kane is going to continue chanting as he steps out of Kane's range. Now, because he is about to leave your engagement, you can get an attack of opportunity with advantage, since none of them have realized you are awake yet. Would you like to try that, Kane?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you can go ahead. You don't have your items with you, but you can make an unarmed strike, or a talon strike with advantage.
What are they wearing? They're just wearing robes?
Yeah, they appear to be wearing robes with maybe a little bit of leather armor underneath.
And all are just unarmed strike.
Okay, yeah, unarmed strike. It's because, yeah, with advantage because they're not aware that you've woken up.
Alright.
You can roll again. You most certainly
16.
hit with that 16. Go ahead and roll for damage.
7.
You deal 7 points of damage to that cultist there. You strike him as he begins to walk away from you, and he kind of stutters in his chanting. He's like, but he goes right back into his chanting as he kind of disappears into the darkness there. You can still hear his chanting, and you can still see the glowing circle on the ground. Following that, it is going to go to the top of the initiative, which means it is Fozzee's turn. Fozzee the Goblin, the little goblin. Who could?
Man, this cultist is really persistent, isn't he? And then I'm just gonna unleash just an Eldritch Blast into him.
Very good. Go ahead and roll for those.
Does a 15 hit?
That 15 is going to hit, dealing 6 points of damage. That 14 is also going to hit, dealing 10 points of damage. So you deal 16 points of damage total. So you bring your hands up. What's your spellcasting focus?
My spellcasting focus? It's a orb.
Oh, nice. So you hold up your orb right in front of you, and you say your Eldritch Incantation to summon those 2 beams from your orb. They both hit the cultist right in his chest and send him flying back into this wall, and he just smashes into it. His head smacks against it. You can see a little splatter of blood on the wall from where his head hits, and then he falls down forward onto the ground, dead.
Hey guys, we got another one! As I just shout down the hallway.
I actually think you're the one that's killed all the dead cultists so far. Or at least you're the one that's finished them off.
Yeah.
So you dealt that 16 points of damage out of your orb with those 2 Eldritch Blasts, and you still have your movement.
I'm gonna move like right here, and I'm just gonna sit right here.
Very good. Would you like to use Winterwood to do something?
Yep. Let me see how far I have to go. I'm gonna go there.
Alright, she is gonna get an attack of opportunity on her from the
Oh no.
cultist she just passed. Are you alright with that?
Yeah.
He's gonna go ahead and get that swing at this little sprite with his mace. He's going to miss because she's a tiny little thing. He just takes a swipe at her as she flies under it right past him and down that hallway.
Wait, is it like completely dark over here?
Yes.
Ah, dang.
And that was only 25 feet. You could go 5 more feet if you would like. Oh, she can actually fly 40 feet.
So how far can I go?
40 feet. Right there, if you follow me.
Okay, so I'm gonna go there.
Shab'kaar is still wearing the cloak of the one cultist he stuffed into the grape crate. The grape crate.
Is this like direct line of sight, or is there like something in the way?
That's pretty direct through the darkness, but you can barely make out a figure standing right in front of that guy.
Can I still like try to make an attack with like disadvantage?
She can make an attack with
Like,
just regular. That's within 40 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is going to hit.
17.
That cultist takes 1 point of damage,
Oh my god.
and they're going to make that Constitution saving throw to see if they're poisoned. Oh. Yeah, in fact, not only are they poisoned, they have failed the saving throw by 5, which means... So this little needle pierces into his neck, and he brings up the arm with the shield on it up to his neck. He's like, and then his energy seems to just completely wane as he falls over on his side.
Haha!
He's not dead, but he is unconscious. Following that, it is going to be that cultist in front of Shab'kaar's turn. They're going to go ahead and make their couple attacks with their mace.
And advantage because
That's true.
Did reckless, yeah.
He's going to hit with that first one, as well as the second one. Alright, you are going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from both those strikes. For 4 damage and then for 5 damage, but that is reduced to 4 damage total with your resistance.
Okay, so it's 9, right?
Your health should be at 11 now.
Okay, thanks.
And following that, it will be your turn.
Okay, so it's a battle of resistance then. Okay, I'll reckless attack him again.
Oh shit.
Go for that.
Who dies first wins.
Wait a second. Nice.
Depends on the.
Hey!
Okay.
Roll for your
Crits.
damage there.
Okay.
Wow. So you deal 27 points of damage. I'm gonna say you can go ahead and describe however you kill this guy, or if you would like me to, because I'll do it pretty gruesome.
Okay, you can do it if you want to.
Well, he
Go on.
holds up his shield to block your attack, but the strength of your strike cuts completely through it, shattering his shield, his wooden shield, and carrying through to slice off the same arm that was holding it and embedding itself into his torso as well. Ah! He screams as he falls over from your strike, and you're able to pull your great axe out of him as he does fall over, completely dead. His arm also falls off to the side, amongst the shards of his shield. Very nice. And then you do still have your movement if you would like.
Okay, then I'd like to move this way.
Sure.
As I can see the goblin over there, so
Yep.
I'll just. Okay, how much movement do I have?
You should
40,
have
right?
you have at least 40,
Yeah, I have 40.
if you don't get more with your rage. But I think it's just 40.
So just move here.
Sure. So you move up 10
Okay.
feet and you do see Fozzee.
Okay, so your name is Fozzee, right? Oh, okay, Goblin, can you please heal me? And
Nah.
then that's the end of my turn.
Goblins no heal.
What do you mean?
Blow stuff up, good. Heal, no.
Why? Can you see the situation I'm in right
Yeah.
now?
He does have a few. Well, it's more like bruises. It's not cuts since they were bashing you with their maces, but you are pretty obviously bruised. And this is a discussion you guys have had a few times. Fozzee doesn't actually have any healing magic.
What do you mean by you can't heal, Goblin?
The healer on your team is Cazarosta.
Well, shit.
Aren't you a magic user?
And I
Can
yeah,
you
so
Use your magic to kill me.
if you still want to, if you're like role playing Shab'kaar and Shab'kaar doesn't know, that's fucking great and hilarious. I
Yeah,
wasn't sure.
yeah, that
if you-
is.
Okay, for
It
sure.
is
for
role
sure.
playing.
Ju-
It is
Just
role
making sure. Just making sure.
Okay.
The goblin can't heal. Best I can do is this. As I hold out like a little bottle.
Oh,
What do you mean that you can't heal? You just blast these guys. Just over there.
Hey,
You certainly know how to heal someone.
hey, all I can do is, and I just shake like a little bottle of pink liquid,
What's that?
the good stuff.
What do you mean?
it's kind of yeah. So it's a little vial. It has kind of a rose-colored liquid inside, and it does. I think it's kind of a bright rose-colored, maybe just a little fizzy.
Fozzee
Sparkling.
says wink. Fozzee does not actually wink, she just says wink.
Okay, so like I grab the vial, like very unsure,
Uh-huh.
like still staring at the goblin, like very. She's totally not trusting her, but still he drinks it.
You are going to drink it?
Yes.
All right. Shab'kaar goes ahead and throws back the strange pink liquid. As Shab'kaar... Yeah. Go ahead and read that. Yeah, so Shab'kaar drinks this filter of love and then immediately looks back down at Fozzee. And for the next hour, you are charmed by Fozzee, and you regard her as your true love for that time.
What the fuck?
Yo.
Okay, now Dragonborn. Fight!
If you want to roleplay that a little. Or if you're just
Okay, Dragon.
dumbstruck
You
in
must
awe.
fight.
I'm just confused. I don't know how to act in this situation. I totally did not expect that.
Yeah. So we'll circle back to that. Following that, it is going to be this cultist's turn over here next to you guys. He realizes that Kane is now awake since you made that strike against the other cultist, And the cultist reacted. I'm going to say you are prone at this point, since you were just still laying there on the altar. You decided not to move on your previous turn. And so he's going to run over and try to plunge his dagger into you. You are prone, so he's going to get advantage with that attack. Alright, that 17 is going to beat your AC of 17. And you're going to take 5 points of damage from that dagger stabbing into you. He's going to pull it out, and he's going to stab right back into you again with his second attack. He hits with his second attack as well, dealing another 5 points of damage. So with a couple quick stabs of his dagger into your Aarakocra body lying upon the altar, just a couple quick with his dagger, you take 10 points of damage.
Oof.
And following that, it will be your turn, Kane.
Alright, this fucker stabbed me.
Do you want to stand up?
Can I, like, raise myself using my wings? Like,
Yeah, it's going to cost 5...
the white raise.
It's going to cost 5 feet of your flying movement, but you can go ahead and get back up onto your feet.
I'll, like, use my wings to, like, raise myself up. And then I'll attack this. I'll go down from the altar.
Nice.
So we're face to face.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll attack with Stunning Strike. Oh, if one hits, I'll Stunning Strike, and then I'll make it a flurry of blows.
For sure. Go ahead and roll that first attack.
That's
Beautiful.
20.
Roll your damage for that.
That's 7. So roll me con save, DC 15.
Alright,
Damn.
he is not stunned, but you do deal that 7 points of damage to him.
Alright, I have 3 more attacks. Alright, so 16 to hit.
Nice. You hit with that?
I'll do the strikes the first time. 18 to hit.
You hit with that?
And
You hit with that?
15 to hit.
Nice. That's going to be 24 more
24,
points of
right?
damage. Yeah. So you jump off the altar and douche, unleash a flurry of blows into him. He's completely unexpecting your martial arts mastery. Just one strike after the other sends him careening backwards onto his back, defeated. And you do still have like 55 feet of flying movement left.
Can I see other enemies in the area from where I'm standing?
No, from where you're standing, you just see the faint glow around this altar.
Alright, I'll
And the
start
two-
moving this way. Oh, actually, I'll, like, stay right here. Like, check to see what I can do with this thing. To, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, try and, like,
So
stop
I guess you can still hear from this direction somewhere, you can hear the chanting as
it. Oh,
this cloud of darkness and smoke appears to begin festering in the center of the circle.
I hear chanting from over here?
Yeah, sorry, that would have been, just
Um,
right next to you. But it's in the darkness, you can't see the enemy. That's my bad.
How many feet do I still have?
That was,
Came from over here, right?
yeah, you went like 30 feet, so you still have plenty of movement.
Alright, then I'll fly up and go to that, like, right over there.
Yeah, you can kind of sense where he is based on his chanting, but you can't see him, which is going to make it a little difficult.
Yeah. I'll wait for my next turn.
Yeah. Following that, it is going to be Cazarosta's turn.
Oh yes, my turn. Where the fuck is a cultist? I think I see a glimpse of him here. This him?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can kind of sense where he is based on his chanting in the darkness. You are going to have disadvantage on an attack roll against him, however.
even if I do vicious mockery.
Vicious Mockery would be a saving throw on his part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do that without disadvantage. So you want to call out an insult at this cultist.
Yes, I fuck kind mother. Ugh.
Nice. Wisdom saving throw.
Hey.
Nice.
How
So
much?
they take that 5 points of psychic damage from your mockery.
You've been mocked.
And following that, it is going to be their turn. They just continue chanting. It grows deeper and more powerful as you can see this darkness growing out, becoming bulbous on the circle here. It seems to be growing in tandem with his chanting even. And he stops his chanting for a moment. You fools! It's too late. And he returns to his chanting. That darkness manifesting and becoming more powerful with each passing second. We are going to go to the top of the initiative.
Aren't I at the top of the initiative?
You are, but... Oh,
Wow.
You're not.
Damn.
The shadow on the circle is going to continue growing and flowing as it begins to take shape. The darkness becomes corporeal until a strange bird-like creature is standing right on top of it. And it goes ahead and lets out a terrifying screech. Kaz, Kane, you can both go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Not good con saves.
I don't even
Never
know
mind.
how this guy
I guess I am.
focused on that.
Actually, he's going to make one too. The same cultist. So Kane is going to succeed on his throw, but Cazarosta, you are going to fail. As does this cultist that was next to you. So this cultist and Cazarosta, you are now both stunned. However, Kane manages to just barely withstand the terrible screech that this creature emitted. Fozzee and Shab'kaar, you can both actually hear that screech echoing from deeper within the hideout.
Oh god, they're far from us? Shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, that's not good.
Following that, it is going to be Fozzee's turn.
I'm gonna like tap Shab'kaar and like run down here.
Nice.
Wait, how far is that? Wait, let me pull up the ruler.
It's 25. You can make it 30 feet. Unless you want to dash, then you can go twice as far.
So I'm like 30 feet, and then disengage don't count outside of combat, do they? Or does it still count as in combat?
You don't have to disengage. This guy's dead right here.
Oh, okay. So, how far can I move for dash?
60 feet. So you've moved 30 feet right there.
Okay, so that's...
You
Oh,
can
so
make
I
it to
can
where
move to where my
Winterwood
parry-
is right now. Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit right here and not say anything.
Very good.
And the dash took my action, right?
Yeah. As you do
Okay.
rush into that space, however, you can see the little beady eyes of this creature. They glance over to where you are, so it has noticed you, even through the darkness.
Ooh. And then I'm gonna get... Wait, where's Winterwood at? Here she is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Winterwood to move over here.
Sure.
And then I have her little arrow try to shoot like a little... over there.
Sure. You can go ahead and roll for that. It's going to be that +6. So the little needle
Yep.
flies through the air and strikes true. It does pierce into the bicep of this creature, and you deal 1 point of damage. But it is not poisoned.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Following that, it will be Shab'kaar's turn.
Okay, so
You saw your loved one.
Auntie, milady, come over here. He says as he just chases her, like jet dashing as well.
Yeah. So you can move 40 feet in a single movement.
Yeah, I'll dash.
I can see more.
Oh right.
Alright, so guys, I feel like we should dip right now out of this fucking place. Our
Yeah, we
mission
should.
was the Aarakocra not fucking killing a demon in this cult. So, you know.
Are you going to stop right there, Shab?
Desert.
Yes.
Okay. You stop.
Why did you run away from me, love?
We need to get funny Bard Man and Ugly Bird out of here.
Or this funny bard man is gonna get out of here, alright?
We're not touching this bird, demon.
Following that,
We're not
it is
touching
going.
shit, bro.
It is going to be Kane's turn.
I didn't hear any of you guys say anything, so I'm attacking this demon bird. Because this probably came
No!
from me, right? They used my blood, so I gotta take
Yes, it's
responsibility
your-
for my kid.
No, it's your fucking it's your son. You can't stab your son.
From this point on, I'm naming him Kane Jr.
Nice.
Or Kane Jr. Like Sugar Cane, I don't know. One of the-
Nice.
Whatever
Sugar
else
cane.
ends in cane. No. All
Candy
right.
cane.
Yeah. I mean, he matches sugar cane because he's green, but yeah, I guess that. All right. So
Whatever works.
I'll do my regular unarmed strikes,
Very
and
nice.
then I'll add stunning strike to both of those,
And
just in case
your-
one hits.
Yeah. Key empowered strikes. Your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity. So you can go ahead and start making those attacks.
20 to hit and DC 15 con save.
Indeed. That first one does hit. It'll go ahead and make that Constitution saving throw. All right. It is stunned for the moment, and you can roll your damage.
All right. So
Actually, guys, this might be doable. You might even get a
That's 7.
reward.
You deal
And-
7 damage with your first strike.
so being stunned means I get advantage, right?
That is true.
I'll unarmed strike again. Damn it! I was so close to that. All right. 26 to hit.
You do hit
6.
6 more points of damage.
Then I'll do my last one.
As a bonus action, you hit with
22
that
hit.
one as well. Go ahead and roll for damage.
8.
8 more points of damage. Very nice. You unleash a flurry of
That is-
3 unarmed strikes into this terrifying demon creature. Following that, Cazarosta would have gone, but they are stunned until the end of the creature's next turn. And then that other cultist that was chanting was stunned as well, so it brings it right back up to the top of the initiative. So, this creature would have gone, but you were able to inflict stunning onto it, which means it is not able to act. Following that, it will be Fozzee's turn.
Well, I'm gonna go right here behind Shab'kaar. I'll just shrug and just shout for the gold as I shoot 2 Eldritch Blast.
Very good. Go ahead and roll to hit. Both those. You have advantage since it's stunned.
Yay!
That'll just
Oh wait, I
count
get
as
to
your
roll again.
Yeah, that'll just count as your first one, that 10 and 14, so your first one crashes against its body. Without it impacts, but it does not deal damage. It kind of bounces off its demonic skin. But that second one is going to hit, dealing 12 points of damage. So both those
Okay,
Eldritch
and-
Blasts hit. One smashes, impacting against its demon skin, and kind of skirts against it without dealing damage. But that second one is going to hit it right in the face, in its stunned demon face.
Can I take the hide action since I'm behind something?
Indeed, you are in the shadows as well. Yeah, you can make a stealth check.
Okay.
Alright, you got that 18 for stealth. Since it's not able to look for you right now, it definitely doesn't see you, but if it's going to look for you, it's going to make it against that stealth check right there.
Can I do something with my fairy real quick? I mean, my
Oh,
sprite.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna wait. So they can move 40, right? So that means I can move them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move them over here next to Kaz, and
Very
I'm
good.
gonna make them go invisible.
Very good. She flies over next to Kaz, and mid-flight, her invisibility washes over her, and she cannot be seen. Following that, it will be Shab'kaar's turn.
Okay. I scream for the gold as well.
Nice.
Okay. So I'll move over here. It's 20 feet, right?
Where?
Here.
Sure.
Okay. And I'll attack the slowed enemy.
That, he's actually unconscious on the ground. He is alive, but he's unconscious. You want to attack him?
Okay. No. Okay, so I'll just attack the bird creature then.
Very well.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit. You get both your
Okay.
attacks.
Okay.
And I think you are still technically raged for probably another few rounds here.
Okay.
You have at least 3 rounds left, including this one.
Okay.
The demon is stunned by Kane's stunning strike, so you can go ahead. You're gonna get advantage on your strikes. You slash against its stunned demon skin, but this massive demon creature has incredibly tough skin, and your first slash is not able to break through it.
Okay, so I'll just attack it again. Use my second attack.
You do hit with that 22 this time, able to break through its tough demonic hide. Go ahead and roll for damage. You deal 10 points of damage. However, it is resistant to the slashing damage of your mundane great axe, meaning it only takes 5 points of damage from you. Following that, it will be Kane's turn.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. Attack,
Yeah.
stun, doesn't work, I'll just keep attacking.
You missed your first strike, but you can go ahead and make your other ones. That's just your first strike, those two
Actually-
right there.
Can you roll a DC 15 con save, please? Wait, are all 3 of my attacks? All 3 of them have advantage?
They do, yes. And it fails its
Oh.
saving throw.
I'll roll the other attack first before I.
So you hit with your two
26.
second strikes. Your second and your third strike. With your second strike inflicting another stunning hit upon it, you can go ahead and roll for damage. It's going to be 5. You got a 1 plus 4 plus another 6. So you deal 10 damage with your first one and 7 with your second one for 17 total.
Is this cultist still stunned?
No, not at this point.
This one. Alright.
And it is going to be Kaz's turn.
Yes. I wonder if I should stab this cultist or do the slow spell. Well, I'll just stab this cultist.
You stab
We,
through his cloak. However, it hits against his leather armor, and you do not pierce through.
Damn.
And you can go ahead and move as well if you would like.
Isn't this guy gonna give me an op attack?
He would get an opportunity attack if you moved.
I'm staying here, actually.
Very good. And following that, it is going to be that cultist's turn. He's going to say something in his terrible language, and it's going to create a surge of necrotic energy around his hand that he reaches out at Kane with. Okay. He's not going to be able to hit you, though. You very deftly dodge out of the way of his hand. No problem.
Yay.
And following that, it is going to be Fozzee's turn.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Very good. Go ahead and roll for that. You will get advantage
Is he-
against the demon since it is still stunned.
Alright.
You do hit with that second one, you deal 4 points of damage. You hit with that 23 for
Ooh.
another 12 points of damage. Both your beams strike this time, piercing through its wings, creating a couple little holes. And it's just like stunned, kind of swaying back and forth as you deal this damage to it. And you have your movement.
And then I'm just gonna have Fozzee just duck back into the shadows.
Sure, go ahead and make that stealth check. Alright, 12, very nice. Shab'kaar, it's going to be your turn now.
Okay. Oh, just attack this creature once again.
Very good, you will get advantage with those strikes since it is still stunned. You hit with that first strike. Go ahead and roll for damage. You slash at its wing, dealing 3 more points of damage.
Okay, I'll attack him again.
Nice. That's going to be a
Critical.
critical hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Hey!
Nice. So you
We are
deal
messing this.
Hey!
27 points of damage. However, because it is resistant to your mundane great axe, it is going to instead take 13 points of damage from that critical strike.
We are messing this guy up.
Yeah. It's
Wait,
it's
don't jinx
it's Kane that's messing this guy up.
Responsibility for it. It's mine.
Following that, it is going to be Kane's turn.
Oh wow, already? Shit.
Indeed.
Alright, I still have 2 key points left. I'm gonna be finishing those for stunning strikes only. Because we need it desperately.
Sure.
Alright, so first unarmed. That's,
You can-
oh, yeah. Try
You
to hit.
get that 20 to hit. Roll for damage.
And, con 15. Take.
It succeeds that time.
Oh no! Now he makes it. Alright, this fight just got harder, guys.
You deal
So do I still get the advantage?
6 more points of damage. You still get advantage through the end of your turn.
Oh, okay. Haha.
Wow.
I mean, why am I rolling for the other one?
So you
24.
hit
and
with
then
those 2
27.
more. Go ahead and roll for those damages. Nice. So you got
That
6 plus 4 plus another 6. So 16 more points of damage.
and the other one. Oh, 9.
So you deal 25 more points of damage to him. Would you like to move?
You know what? I'll get closer to my newly saviors right here. Alright, and that's my turn.
Very good. Following that, it is going to be Cazarosta's turn.
I hope I can stab this guy finally.
Go for it. Yep, you hit him.
Fucking fire him.
For 6 more points of damage. You stab into his arm. Ah! And would you like to move?
No, I'll stay here.
Very good.
I'll ask the party if anybody's hurt. They need healing.
Shab'kaar has been asking for the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, for a while
Oh,
now.
fair enough.
You're going to cast Mass Healing Word? And that's
Yep.
going to be your last 2nd level, right? Or your last 3rd level?
Yeah, sadly.
Oh, I thank God I get healed by that.
I was gonna use slow on it so the demon has lower AC, but tough times call for desperate measures.
So everybody regains 5 hit points.
Hey, I'm back to 55.
Okay.
This demon is getting fucked up bad. It's not even attacked once.
I
It's
feel
about
like
to-
when it does
after
attack, though,
this
it's gonna wreck us.
Everybody regains that 5 hit points. Alright, following that, it is going to be this guy's turn. He's going to go ahead and move out of the range of both Kaz and Kane. You can both make attacks of opportunity if you would like.
Yes. Oh, I don't think that hit. 13 did.
You do hit with that. Go ahead and roll for damage. And you hit with that rapier as well, so he takes 13 points of damage moving out of range.
Damn, this guy's still fucking alive. Kind of like multiple thunder waves now.
This was the one that only took a little bit of damage from those.
Ah.
And he is going to... He says his incantation in his dark language, and it is going to create a little spectral weapon. It is going to appear floating in the air. And it is going to go ahead and attack Cazarosta. A little dagger there. So this little spectral weapon appears, and it tries to attack you, but you're able to knock it out of the way with your rapier. Following that, it is going to come back to the demon's turn. Its senses begin to slowly regain. You see the intelligence return to its eyes as it scans across the hideout, looking at each one of you one by one.
Can't see me.
Fozzee? Yeah, it can see
Can
you.
I see it look over to me?
Yeah, it sees
no.
you. It's going to let out another screech, though not as powerful as the previous one. And it's going to flap its wings as an explosion of toxic spores explode from its body and spread out in each direction. I'm going to need Kane, Cazarosta, and Shab'kaar to make Constitution saving throws.
God, I'm not good.
Nice.
Aha!
Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I probably will.
So these spores fly out. Cazarosta is the only one who's able to quickly cover their mouth and prevent the spores from going inside, but Shab'kaar and Kane, you are both right next to the creature as it unleashes these spores. You inhale them and you both become poisoned. A poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Alright.
So you are now both poisoned. Even though it has a beak, the backs of its mouth turn up into a wicked grin. It's going to go ahead and flap its wings and fly over Shab'kaar, past him, into this space over here. Okay, so he actually doesn't see you, Fozzee.
Okay.
But he does move out past all of you, so Kane and Shab'kaar, you both get attacks of opportunity on the creature.
You have
As
disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you guys get disadvantage on those attacks. As it flaps its wings and flies out past both of you. And Fozzee, you can actually make an attack of opportunity with advantage since you are hidden, but that would reveal you.
Okay.
And
It's up to you.
I'll use my talents for this one.
I'm gonna stay hidden. I'm just gonna stay hidden.
Very well.
Pussy!
Damn it.
Alright. So you both... Oh my. So the spores get into your lungs, Kane, and you're like... some bird coughs. And as it flies out past you, it's like long gone out of the way before you're like, ah! And you punch into this space that it was, not realizing it was already long gone.
Damn.
Shab'kaar, you're able to take a swing at the underside of it as it flaps its wings and flies overhead of you. But your axe hits into its demonic skin without breaking it. It just repels the axe off of its tough exterior hide, dealing no damage. So it flies out in that direction. And then it's gonna disappear out that way just a little bit. Following that, it will be Fozzee's turn.
It looks like the whatever that thing is going to go eat the townspeople. I say we get out of here before things get too messy.
There's nobody standing right next to you, so unless you were shouting that...
I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna reveal my position just to shout that to them.
Sure.
We should get out of here because this sure does look like we're the this looks like something that we've done with like the dead bodies, Dragon Boy in a robe. What do y'all think?
You shout that over to them.
I say we fucking kill the demon.
I'll do anything you ask me to do, my queen.
Nice.
Well, I say we get out of here. I
You
can
can
move
make
up
it there
to there.
in
Okay.
one move.
I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go use one with shadows to just go invisible.
Very good. You're standing on top of that dead cultist, and you turn invisible. Following that, it is going to be Shab'kaar's turn. You do still have
Okay.
that
Okay.
red cultist cloak you're wearing.
I mean, I think at this point, I'd take it off.
Yeah, that'll take 5 feet of movement.
Okay then. I'll just sprint, use the dash action, and
Sure.
try to follow Fozzee.
You can make it right there in one. If you want to sprint, then you can pretty much go wherever you'd like past her. But that's one movement right there.
Okay.
You are going to take... Oh! The poison in your
no.
bloodstream begins to affect you and weigh you down. You do take 10 points of poison damage as you're running to catch up with Fozzee.
Ah!
Would you like to continue your move, or would you like to take an action?
I'll just stay here.
Alright. You do get to go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw to see if you can end the poisoned effect. Alright. With that, that is going to overcome the poison. So you take that 10 points of damage while you're running, but then your body manages to work through the evil demonic spores that have entered your body. Following that, it is going to be Kane's turn, and it actually happens right at the beginning of your turn. So you're going to take 4 points of poison damage from those spores, bringing you down
Alright.
to 51.
Okay, since I'm blind, I'll like look over to Kaz.
You're not blind, you're just dark right here. So you can't see around you. You're effectively blind, but you can still like actually see. You can see the glowing runes on the ground there.
Alright. Oh shit, do I have my notebook on me?
I would say no. They took basically all
Shit.
your stuff except for the clothes you were wearing.
Alright, I'll like signal to Kaz then. I'll be like, let's follow. How do you say that in sign? I'll be like pointing to where Shab'kaar ran, and then I'll like fly towards where he ran.
Very good. Very good. That's 30 feet, 35 feet of flight. And would you like to end right there?
How many? I have 65. Oh
You have
god.
65 feet, yeah. And you still have your action with that as well. You're able to fly over your allies and up right there. That's going to be 65
Yeah, there.
where you are
I'll
now.
stay here.
Do you want to make an action?
No. Yeah, I'll stay.
Alright, you can go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. Hey.
Alright. Your body manages to work those spores out of your system. Following
Alrighty.
that, it is going to be Cazarosta's turn.
Nice. I guess I'll just follow him. Actually, I'll cast Fly using my loot.
Nice. Sure, so you have 30
This
more
minute.
feet that you can move. Yeah, that'll be 60 feet right there. And that's going to be your turn.
Yep.
Following that... Alright. Following that... You're all going to see the creature fly out of that space. Everyone was moving at the same time, kind of in tandem, although your turns were one after the other. So as it started to fly out, you all began moving. You passed through that little hallway. As it passed through that further hallway, you all run out here kind of just at the same time that it makes it out here, swings around, flies up ahead of you all, and lands right here. It is going to make an attack against Kane. Alright, it's going to miss with that, however, but then it will make its second attack. That first one was with its beak, this one is going to be with its talons. It is going to beat your AC of 17 with that 19, dealing 11 points of damage with a broad strike against you. Slashes across your face and your chest with its talons. And that is going to be the end of its turn. Following that, it will be Fozzee's turn.
Am I allowed to ask, like, how beat up does it look?
Yeah, it's, well, you were able to see Kane dealing a good amount of damage with his various strikes. At this point, it does have probably a few discolored bruises across its arms and its chest, and just a couple slashes from, maybe just 2 slashes from Shab'kaar being able to barely break through its skin with his great axe. Oh, and at this point, Shab'kaar's rage has worn off. But it does have a few cuts and bruises here, but it doesn't look like it's like on its last leg or anything. It is damaged. Like, don't get me wrong, it is taken some damage, but still looks like it has a little bit more to go.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna pop in, turn off my invisibility, and then I'm just gonna
Attacking out of your invisibility, you would get, since your beams pretty much shoot at the same time, I would say even that you could attack with both beams with advantage.
Okay. So I let off my little beams of Eldritch.
Your Eldritch Blasts. You do hit with your first one out of your little goblin magic orb.
Ooh.
Nice. So you're going to hit, that's going to be 12 plus another 10, 22 points of damage, plus 4. So 26 points of damage total.
I'm going to have Fozzee yell, like, just die. Like,
nice.
Die!
You shout that from standing on top of that one cultist corpse there.
Yep.
It strikes against the demon's chest, and the impact sends the top half of it back just a little bit. Its wings flutter before it regains its composure.
And then I'm gonna... Can I use disengage to, like, back up a bit?
You don't have to disengage since you're not in its reach. You have your movement left, and that's it. Unless you also want to use a bonus action.
I'm gonna move right here with my movement, and then use my hide.
Sure, go ahead and roll stealth. Nice.
Phew.
Following that, it is going to be Shab'kaar's turn.
Okay.
Very
Is the
good.
creature hurt?
Yeah, it's taken some pretty heavy damage at this point.
Okay, is it on my range already?
Yeah, from there you can hit it. It's a big creature. It's a large creature. So it fills up those 4 squares, and you're able to hit it from where you are.
Okay, so I want to try and hit her.
Right on. You can go ahead and roll both your strikes. Nice. You hit with both of those. Roll for damage.
Okay.
You deal 7 damage and 9 damage for a total of 16, but it does have that resistance to your mundane great axe. Although you get a couple slashes into its large muscular demon arm, you are only going to deal 8 points of damage total to it.
Okay.
And do you want to move out of that space? It would provoke an attack of opportunity if it wants to use its reaction for that.
Okay. I'll not.
Okay.
Not
You charge in, you make those slashes, dealing that 8 points of damage. Following that, it is going to be Kane's turn.
Alright, so I'll use my 3 attacks to try and stun this creature. I have my last key point, so that's where I'll put it.
Very nice.
So,
With that 12, though,
so.
you're not going to be able to hit.
Alright,
That
second
first
attack.
one, you strike against its skin, but it kind of knocks your hand away. You strike with your second strike. This time it just dodges, takes a step back away from you, watching you, its large beak and beady eyes looking down at you. Kind of more aware of your tricks at this point.
Alright.
And are you
Oh, he attacked me with his talons a while ago, right?
He did hit with his talons, yeah.
I'll return the favor. 24 to
Nice.
hit.
You do hit with your talons. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Alright. Please do the con
Your
save
talons,
with advantage.
Your talons, I'm going to say that your talons deal your unarmed strike damage. So it's going to be...
So it's bludgeoning?
1d6 plus 4. No, sorry, it's slashing. But it's going to deal whatever your unarmed strike damage is at your level.
Yeah.
But you do hit with that,
So
and you want
please
to
do
use your stunning strike?
Yeah, it's the last one, please. Alright.
Alright, it is going to
No!
succeed.
They're both so high!
Yeah.
Oh,
You try
that's
to stun
9
it.
slashing.
With your key, as you kind of lurch your claws forward and hit it in its chest, and it kind of squawks in pain, and you try to unleash that stunning energy, but its body is resilient, and it is able to stave off the effect. But you do deal that 9 points of damage.
Damn it. Oof, that's my turn.
Do you want to move?
Oh, you know what? I'll move. Like, I'll stay in its melee range. I'll get an attack of opportunity. I'll, like, move.
Very good. You move around it without leaving its reach. It is going to be Cazarosta's turn now.
Nice. For my bonus action, I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on the guy who's a monk. Kane, I mean, yeah. Yep. And I will
Kane
attack.
receives Bardic Inspiration, and then you're going to stab with your rapier.
Yep. Actually, I mock it.
Very good. It's going to roll... Oh, no.
Oh yeah, and I also.
Oh, yeah. So you...
Oh,
no.
okay, never mind.
Yeah, so you... What do you say to it?
Oh, fuck you,
You were a
dude.
mistake!
You shout, "Fuck you," at the demon, and it looks at you with a wicked grin and kind of...
Did he just laugh at me? Oh, nice, I guess.
And would you like to move?
No, I'm good. I'll stay here.
Very well. Following that, it will be... Oh, nice. And we return to the top of the initiative.
Shit.
The creature's gonna go ahead and take a snap at you, Cazarosta, with its beak. With that 21, it is going to overcome your AC of 13. So it is going to stab into your torso with its massive beak. You're going to take 9 points of damage from this attack. It just gores into your shoulder, your upper right pectoral, piercing through your skin and leaving a sizable hole. It twists its mouth back and forth just a little bit, making the wound even worse. And then it is going to swing around and it's going to take a swipe at Kane with its talons. Kane is just going to barely be able to dodge out of the way of that strike, as it's still scanning around, trying to watch all of you pretty intently, although Fozzee is out of the way there. And it will be Fozzee's turn.
Okay. Can I still, go right here and still be in stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
and
give me real quick. Yeah, you're still in stealth. It has not noticed you yet.
Well, I'm gonna try to get 2 more sneak Eldritch Blast off on him.
Sure, you will get advantage with those since it doesn't know you're there. You're going to deal 23 points of damage with those 2 24 hits. One knocks its leg out from under it, and then the other strikes it right in the face, and it lets out a terrorized, very angrily, guttural.
I'm gonna yell, "Haha, stupid bird," and then I'm gonna go back behind here and hide.
Go ahead and make that stealth check.
Kane secretly got hurt from that comment as well.
Nice. You do not manage to hide from its view. It knows where you are.
Uh-oh.
Following that, it is Shab'kaar's turn.
I'll attack the creature once again.
Go for it. Your first swing strikes into its thigh, bouncing off it, but then you wipe the sweat off your brow and bring another overhead with both hands, and you cleave into its stomach. Roll for damage.
Hey.
So you deal 11 plus 3 for 14, plus another 12 for your critical hit, so that's going to be 26. But with its resistance, that's going to bring it down to 13 points of damage. But you leave a sizable cleave in its stomach, a large open wound, as the black ichor comes dripping out, its dark, demonic blood. Would you like to move, Shab'kaar?
Okay, I'd like to use my free action to speak
Sure.
with Kaz, asking him politely to heal me. Hey, I'm bad guy. Can you please do something useful and heal me?
Well, that's because you said that. I'm gonna go heal myself. Fuck you.
Wow.
Gosh.
Oh,
I don't think that's polite.
for the love of
You
everything
asked
that's
nicely.
holy, please.
No, fuck you. You're gonna die
That's
now.
not very polite.
Fuck you as well, and fuck you as well, Big Bird. I know. I'm talking about the demon, not you.
I know.
No, yeah.
I can't talk in
That's
games, so I'm
nicely.
talking in real life.
Got him.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Following that will be Kane's turn.
I'm just gonna attack.
Sure, go for it.
So just alright, I'll just unarmed strike. 25, 19.
You're going to hit with all 3 of those. Go ahead and roll for damage.
So
You deal
21 damage.
Yeah, nice. Would you like to describe how you attack it?
Can I? So he has a wound on his stomach, right?
Yeah, on the front side of him. Left by Shab'kaar's Great Axe.
Can I try to aim for that specific spot?
Sure.
I'll do just succession of blows.
I'm going to say you jump down in front of him there, and you unleash your blows right into that open wound on its stomach. Your final blow actually reaches inside the creature as it lets out a surprised squawk and you're able to pull out whatever demonic insides it has. You tear out its demonic black ichor dripping entrails, and you spill them out onto the ground. It writhes and it shudders, and it collapses under its weight. Very slowly, its form begins to evaporate into black smoke and fog drifting up off of its body.
I
Fuck.
instinctively use my wings to like flap the smoke away.
Nice. Yeah?
I heal myself. Cure wounds. Now I'm out of spell slots.
It's evaporating, and you can use your wings. Are you going to heal yourself with both of those, Kaz? Yeah, okay, nice.
Yes. Because Shab'kaar did not ask
We can-
nicely.
we can rest. Like we
Yeah.
need it after this fight. That's for sure.
Do
Yeah.
all demons just fucking evaporate?
That's what this one appears to be doing. Breaking down.
I wanted its body as...
So we're not in combat anymore?
At this
No.
point, yeah, you guys have slain the demon, and its body is slowly decaying.
I'm just gonna start like picking the stuff up off these people.
I'm gonna go check out the cultists. Maybe they have some magical fucking pools.
I just want to find my items. I need my notebook. I can't communicate with you guys without it.
Okay, how many times has passed since Fozzee gave me that potion?
Not an hour, which is how long it lasts. So those cultists.
Oh,
have
you guys
all
got
their-
alone time. I'm not there.
I
Wait,
wish to
so
turn on all the torches back.
this demon has like no, there's nothing here. There's like just smoke.
Yeah, it's evaporating. There's nothing else on its body. It's just a demon. It doesn't have like possessions.
I mean, like I wanted to cut some pieces off and take them.
As you do that, the pieces kind of flop off, and then they decay extra fast. They kind of turn into a puff of smoke as you carve any piece off of it as it's decaying.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm just gonna search this person then.
Sure, I'm gonna say that between those three corpses there, Fozzee, you can find like 20 gold pieces.
Alright.
And I turn on the torches over here, please.
Yeah, so Kaz, as you go back into that room to relight the torches, someone is going to jump out and try to grab you.
The fuck?
You can go ahead and make either an
Alright, sure.
acrobatics or an athletics check.
No,
okay.
fuck you. Snap your fucking hand back, bitch. I'm a buff bard. You don't touch the buff bard.
Stop.
Bird.
Just let us go. We won't cause any trouble anymore.
Well, don't fucking touch me then!
And they're gonna... You hear the footsteps in the darkness. Are you gonna try and do anything with them?
Oh. I just tell him, hey guys, some fucking guards are running away. You guys probably want to knock them out or some shit. I don't really give a shit. Turn back on the lights.
He's running out past you.
I'll let him run, and then as soon as he gets past me, I'm just gonna slightly put my foot out to trip this bitch.
Sure. And there are only 3 torches for you to relight, Kaz.
Oh, see, I broke the other one. I loot the dead ones.
You can find his leather armor, his dagger, and maybe rifling through his pockets, you can find like 7 gold pieces. And you want to trip this one
Sorry.
cultist,
Sorry.
Kane?
Leather armor.
Make a quick,
Leather armor. So.
like, unarmed strike.
Alright.
That guy's so
Not quick.
fucking alive.
Just the 12.
Alright, so he does trip over it, but he doesn't fall over. He just kind of like stumbles for a second, but remains on his feet, and he keeps running.
Before he runs away, I shall throw my dagger.
Well, you took the time to light all those torches and loot the body, so he was already kind of out of the way before you did that.
Well, those guys have him, so I'm not that worried. He's like a walking money bag.
Is the circle in the room, is this still glowing?
It's glowing a lot less, like, definitely way less than before the demon was summoned, and when the chanting was happening. It does just have a slight glow still, however.
I always imagine like Fozzee getting her powers from like, yeah, I found this book that talked about fiends, and so I channeled it. Like it channeled its powers because I stole it from like another warlock. You know?
Yeah, sure. So, in that instance, you've probably heard of a few different fiends, as well as a specific fiend that may have made entries in this book.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm going to say it has to do with your familiar as well. So, Winterwood, maybe not a spell book, but Winterwood is able to tell you stories about fiends and how to channel their power.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my little dagger and I'm gonna poke into like this person a bit, and then write "Fiend was here," like really
Nice.
bad spelling, like
Sure.
Fend was her on the wall.
Nice. On the wall
And
or
then,
in
and then I'm
person?
gonna like
You use the
like no
blood
like
as the
on
ink?
the wall, like in big red. Yeah, and I'm gonna put like a sad face.
So here's a couple names you could use for just random fiends. You could use Garthrenath, Malgoth, Agaxine, something like that. Fiendish names, whatever one of those you'd like.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that on the side.
Garthrenath, or just Garth. Just Garth.
Probs Garth. Yeah.
Garthrenath. Sure.
Probs Garth.
Very good. You have successfully framed a fiend for what happened here.
And I'm just gonna write down the wall.
A separate fiend than the one that was actually responsible.
We look like fucking murderers.
Well, you guys have successfully retrieved your ally,
Yeah.
Kane, from the terrible cultists. And it did end up taking the entire session. A couple of those cultists did escape.
Alrighty, well, time to sell this barrel of wine.
A bottle
gonna
of fine
try
wine would be 10 gold pieces, but this is pretty common wine, so I'm going to say you can probably sell the whole barrel for 10 gold pieces if you want to, like, bring it somewhere and sell it.
Yep, will do.
I'm gonna pour my water skin out and put wine in my water skin.
You guys can probably find a few cups amongst the supplies here, which you guys can take.
Oh,
and
I'm
drink.
just gonna grab a cup and like do like
Yeah.
a toast.
Yeah, nice. And I would assume you all want to return, perhaps, to the Laughing Troll Inn back in town.
I actually want to go to the bazaar to sell all of these.
Nice. Yeah, you can go. You make a quick detour.
How
You
much
are all
would
in.
water be?
Giant crate of water.
No, barrel.
Here in Opkesh, they do have some nice, clean oases, so it's not like it's a rarity here.
Fuck. Never mind, then I'll just get the crates of grapes, sell everything, and that's...
It would take a while to kind of haul it all out.
Is there anything inside this barrel?
No, that one's just an empty barrel.
Okay, Shab'kaar is just going to sit inside it.
Sure.
Sure.
And this is a living yet unconscious man hidden, stuffed into the grape crate.
Oh,
Ooh. Alright. You guys want to interrogate him to see if there's more cultists in this town?
I'm gonna smack him awake.
Huh, huh, huh. What happened? Who are you people?
Well, your friends are all fucking dead, and you're about to be
What?
next, so...
Ah,
No, don't kill him! No, don't kill him!
I pull out like my little hand axe and start waving it around like a crazy person.
ah, you'll all pay for this. I'll see you all in hell.
Alright.
When the demons come. He starts ranting about demons. He managed to tumble over and off the side of the crate.
Since he tumbled, I'm gonna go kick him in the fucking head. Okay, guys.
Yo!
Seems like he's useless, so let's just bring him to the guards.
Yeah, you guys want to apprehend him?
Yep. I shouldn't have let that other guy go away. Actually,
So-
no, this would be not nice that he got away, because it'll boost our reputation as demon slayers.
Nice. Solid. But you want to apprehend this one and bring him to the guards?
Yep, I will, since I have the persona already as an undercover guy.
Right. You are all able to return back to the streets of Opkesh.
Can I go check out and see what they have at the bazaar?
Yeah.
Go to the bazaar to sell our shit, so...
Yeah, Cazarosta went
Can
over
I-
to the bazaar to sell a few of those items. If you want to take, like, the second half of the day to haul a few things there, you can probably get, like, 30 gold pieces between all of it. The crate of grapes, the barrel of wine, and a couple other trinkets, odds and ends you find here and there.
Nice.
I'm going straight to the inn. I need rest.
Indeed.
After my second half of the day, I'll turn in the cultist.
Cazarosta is going to go ahead and take that cultist over to the other side of town. The main guard post is in the noble district over there.
Nice.
And you're able to discuss with a couple of guards, and you explain to them the situation about what happened. Cultists? In Opkesh?
Oh.
Well, I suppose we had our suspicions. Thank you for your due diligence, adventurer. Unfortunately, we cannot
no
pay
problem.
you for unsolicited work at this time.
Yeah,
But
no problem at all. We just
are-
wanted to rescue our guy, so...
We're more than able to keep him imprisoned, however. Now stay out of trouble.
Alrighty. I also dipped some coins in the temple.
You want to donate some coins?
I'll dip like 4 coins.
Nice.
Gives me 90 GP left. Perfect.
Nice. The gods did like that. And then you want to return to the inn to rest?
Yep.
Would you like to return to the inn as well, Fozzee?
I wanted to see if they have anything out of the ordinary at the bazaar.
Sure, make a investigation check.
Oh no.
I shall play for the
Yes!
after everybody's here.
Wow.
Nice.
Alright. I'm gonna say you find a perfume of bewitching on sale for 20 gold pieces.
20 gold pieces, huh?
I would actually buy that.
How many do they have? Do they just have the one?
Yeah, it's a special, it's like a single merchant who has this specialty item for today. It came into his possession recently. And I suppose for a
Yeah,
fine
I'm gonna
young
buy it.
goblin like yourself, I could let it go for 20 gold pieces.
I'm gonna buy it.
Persuade him quick. Lower it down. He's being discriminatory because you're a goblin.
I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna buy it. But I'm gonna ask him, are you trying to swindle me, though?
Certainly not. Are you trying to swindle me, madam?
And I say, I don't know, am I? And I pull out, my little hand axe.
What?
No,
What the fuck? You can't do that, Fozzee.
25 gold
no.
pieces.
It went up.
I'm gonna slam my axe against the counter. Are you sure about that?
And there's other people wandering through the bazaar. And over in the distance, a couple of guards are talking to each other, and they glance over and squint a little bit.
Can I
30
roll
gold
an
pieces.
intimidation?
Sure, go ahead and roll an intimidation.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Are you threatening me? You
Yes.
can't do that.
I am.
This is a civilized city. The Tolson will have your head.
Tolson will have your butt. That's what he would have.
He grabs the perfume away, and he shoves it back into his bag, and he says, "Guards! Guards!" And the guards approach over to where you are.
You should have ran, Fozzee.
What's going on here?
Oh,
They
no.
ask.
Oh no!
This goblin
I'm gonna
is threatening me.
This man is swindling me.
The guards are scrutinizing you. Go ahead and make a deception check.
You're gonna fuck up here. Watch.
It was only 20 gold.
Ah, you motherfucker.
Alright.
Look what you've done.
Oh
Okay.
no!
I think it's safe to say that Fozzee's been gone for a long while, so I have to go out and look for her now.
So next game is a prison break, yes?
No! DM, can I
From
just
the looks
ask
of
pull
this.
a fucking search and help your teammate out of bullshit right now card?
Once again.
What are you trying to do?
Since Fozzee has been gone for a long time, I'm going to say my bard has begun looking for her.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to go over
Yeah,
to the bazaar and
sounds
find
like
her pretty much right away.
Oh, are these the same fucking guards?
I'm gonna smile and wave the cat and be like, "Funny bard man, they're trying to swindle me."
I'm sorry, guys. This goblin is very sensitive over her race and being discriminated against. You guys mind if you give her a pass this one time because she's an adventurer as well.
We can't have feral creatures going around intimidating and threatening our merchants.
Yes, I know. She's under my responsibility. Now, can you guys, give her a pass for now? 'Cause I'm
In the
also-
name of the great god Alamban, we take our trading very seriously in this city. There's great respect for those who call themselves merchants.
Fozzie's gonna bark and growl.
I see. Well, I'll
You
keep
need to
that
get
in
this
mind.
thing under control.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, what was he trying to? Are you trying to buy Fozzee? I'll buy it for you. Don't worry.
The merchant slams his hands down onto the surface table of his stall, and he says, "You don't get anything from me!"
Well, I'm buying it. Alright, sure, you don't want to sell, or you sure? I thought being a merchant said selling stuff.
You can take the item for 45 gold pieces.
Now, that's pretty unreasonable now. Is it pumpkin spice, at least?
It is a magical item of great quality.
No, I'm asking if it's fucking pumpkin spice. That's a fucking perfume
It is
smell.
not pumpkin spice.
Alright, never mind. Not worth it. Alright, Fozzee, let's go.
Wait, how much you say?
It's
45?
45 gold
that's
pieces.
unreasonable.
Not to you. Not to you, to the human.
Scat, give him the gold.
I'm confused. So he's asking me to buy it for 45 or Fozzee?
Yeah, he won't sell anything to Fozzee. He'll sell it to you for 45 gold pieces.
Funny Bardman, I'll give you the money back. Just buy it.
Can I persuade you to make it lower, considering I am here to
You can
buy
make
it
a
for her? And
persuasion check. Fine. I suppose 40 gold pieces would do.
this motherfucker, bro!
No, just leave. It's not worth getting put in jail.
Alright, fine, I'll buy it. You fuck off now. Alright, I give Fozzee the perfume of bewitching now.
Indeed.
It's like it's more expensive than my whole fucking sale today. Fuck. I spent like 6 hours in this bitch trying to hustle.
I'm gonna give Kaz like in like just to be nice, just be like a little nice. I'm gonna give him my gold.
Oh, you can keep your fucking gold. I'm gonna play for my gold. I don't want your pity money.
Okay.
I now perform in the tavern.
It's Redbone.
Okay, how do I add the thing to my inventory?
Give me a second.
Alright.
What's the item called? Perfume.
Perfume
Something.
of
Perfume of bewitching.
Yeah, it is in your inventory now. And you have 3 filters of love left. Oh, and at this point, Shab'kaar, the filter of love is worn off. And you know that you were affected by it.
Alright, boys, well, let's fucking get drunk, yeah?
Yeah.
I shout to the bar.
Okay.
3 rounds on me, boys. Let's go.
Okay, I want to confront Fozzee on what she did.
Oh shit.
Well, let's fucking drink first. Come on. Do a bar
I'm
fight.
just gonna sleep.
Okay, so Goblin, I know you gave me some kind of potion, right?
Right.
And it made me do things against my will, right?
Perhaps.
What do you mean by perhaps?
Maybe it did, maybe it didn't.
Let me roll your... You made some money with that performance. I'm going to say... You make like 50 silver pieces off of that.
Awesome.
Fozzee, since you know what your filter of love does, you would be trying to deception right now, so it would be a deception versus insight.
Alright.
Oh
Alright.
shit.
Fozzee is a shifty little thing. You can't exactly place her intentions either way, but you do know you know what happened, obviously.
I asked you for a healing potion. Why did you give me a goddamn... I don't know what the hell that was, either way. It was wrong. Why did you do it?
Funny dragon.
Jeez.
Funny dragons. Funny dragon,
Do you
yeah.
honestly think I'm funny? Do
When
I
you drink the
sound
potion,
funny
yeah.
to you? Am I joking? Do I sound like I'm joking to you?
No.
You can push her into a spike trap in the dungeon.
I'll just go to sleep. Bye, guys.
Yeah, you guys are all able to
Alright.
take a long rest, and I'm sure more adventures are awaiting you very soon, just around the corner. Because the Tolson does hear about the band of adventurers that turned in a cultist, and he will eventually invite you to his palace for an adventuring opportunity. But that is the end of the session.
Yeah.